Wood Gatherer, painted for the Salon of 1882, is one of Jules Bastien Lepage's most important works. The old woodsman, a family friend, and his granddaughter represent the heavy weariness of old age and the innocence of youth, as well as the passage of time. The remarkable color and handling of paint reflect the artist's unique ability to blend the greater luminosity and atmosphere of the Impressionists with the more conservative, precisionist technique of the Academicians. By the early 1880s, Bastien Lepage had become the leader of the Naturalist school, and many of his contemporaries believed that he would one day succeed Manet as the leader of modern painting.
Okie dokie, welcome to the wood chopping series. Let's chop some wood. To start, you're probably going to want a chopping block. Just make sure it's nice and sturdy on the ground and has a nice even surface. This will be a good platform for chopping. Before we split into it, let's take a little reading of the wood. Do we see any knots, limbs, or obstructions? Yeah, we got a knot. Oh, that's a doozy. So we're going to not chop this path. We also got a knot on the other side. So we're going to try to do a straight down the middle. This one is going to be a couple swings. Beauty. Here we have another piece that's pretty straight, a little bit of knots, but that's not going to cause too much problems. Let's split it open. That's a beautiful cedar right there. On some drier pieces of wood, you're going to see these cracks. That's where the wood is already opening. So if you use that as your target, it's going to make splitting a lot easier. Here we got a piece of fir. It has a couple little knots at the bottom, and we're going to keep that at the bottom so that the axe has momentum to slice through. The knots can also cause the axe to get stuck, because these are kind of locking that log in. Another reason why the axe might get stuck is because of the head. Different heads have different functions. A splitting maul has a heavy wide wedge, and that's going to break through those bigger rounds. Whereas a smaller axe with a narrow head is going to give you a lot more precision. So if you're chopping up smaller pieces like making kindling, you're not really going to want to use this.
Jules Bastien Lepage was a French painter of rustic outdoor genre scenes widely imitated in France and England. Bastien Lepage studied under Alexandre Cabanel, first exhibited at the Paris Salon of 1870, and won a medal at the Salon of 1874 for Spring Song, which stylistically owes a little to Edouard Manet.